Yokoso! Japanese Quest Away. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Today the journey continues. Let's find where we are. Sa. Ikimashou. We just finished chapter 4 in Xenoblade. We are now in chapter 5. And let's just jump right in. Seihai Taisen. So it's the Great War of the Aegis, the Holy Grail. Seihai means Holy Grail. And then Taisen, Great War. By the way, welcome everyone. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Yokoso, Japanese Quest Away. I'm Akira Sensei, Japanese teacher, and we have a new goal on Japanese Quest. By the end of the year, by the year 2019, it's right now 2018, and we right now is December 11th. So that means we have about 20 days to get to our goal, and our goal is power level 1000. So 1,000 words learned, forgetting English, 1,000 words learned by 2019. できるかな?難しいかも。でも、一緒に頑張ろう。So if anyone has suggestions for words, you can say so in chat. We mostly try to get them from games, from the game we're playing, but if we find some from chat that are related to words we're learning, or just a word that jumps out that seems like we should learn, we can learn that too. We might need to get to our goal of 1,000. So let's increase our power level today, and let's jump in so we can do that. さあ、行きましょう。Okay, so that said 500 years ago, in the kind of resistance camp. And so someone she's fighting with, and he says, E. So E is the first word we see today. Good word. E means good. So that's a word we already have. So E, so something is good. What is good? Ugoki. Ugoki. So it's good movements. You're moving well in this fight. Alright, so even if you read ahead, it can be in a moment just parried. So that's because I have Kasumi's power. And the Kasumi that she's talking about is right here, her blade. Okay, and you two, you're not using your secret weapon, Hikari. If I did use it, then what? Then... So then I would use my secret weapon as well. Ichi no Tachi. So that probably means Shin, her blade. Okay, so the food has been prepared. So it's already that time. And again, so as we look through here, let's look for some new words today. A lot of these words we already have, like jikan, time, mo, already. Those are some words we already have, I believe. So this season, kisetsu, season, and then hi ga nagai, so the days are long in this season. And so what happens? Jikan no kankaku. So your sense of time, you lose it. Nakunaru. To go away. Kankaku, it's like your feeling or sense, so your feeling of time goes away.
訓練はもうおしまい?
What, so your training is already over? And then she says, "Dannen." That's too bad. I wanted to participate as well. Sanka, to take part in.
残念。参加したかったわ。
遅かったわね。一人?
You're late. Are you up by yourself, Hitori?
皇帝陛下は何かと多忙なの。
So the emperor is busy doing something?
もともと私一人で行動することも多い。
So originally I often worked alone. Anyway, let's break that down a little bit. So watashi, I. So motomoto watashi, so originally I. Hitori de, so by myself. And then here's the kind of the important verb here. Koudou suru, to act, to do some action. So I would often act alone. So oishi, oi means a lot, so I would do that a lot.
ドライバーとブレイドは一心同体。それが本来の姿。
Okay, so she's talking about how the culture in this game works. Driver to Buredo. Ishin dotai. So you can kind of break down this kanji here. So shin means like heart. Tai means body. So ishin dotai. So one heart, the same body. So drivers and blades, they're kind of all one. They're one and the same. And she's saying that's the original way that they should be, right? If you don't do that, then you won't be able to release your full power. Where we see a lot on Japanese Quest, chikara. Power. Chikara wa dasenai. You can't bring out your power if you're not with your driver, she's saying. Driver and blade together. He's saying it's not as easy as you say it is. So I still haven't brought out your full power. Again, chikara. In this case, kimi no chikara. So kimi meaning you. And I still haven't brought out your full power.
そう?私は結構精一杯。
She's saying, really? I mean, I've been trying to bring out. I've been, doing my best.
なんだけど。
そこ知れないってことさ。
And he's saying, yeah, but your power is, we don't know the bottom of your power. It's like an unknown quantity.
それにしても、ブレイドの行動を抑制する霞の力。修行にうってつけだな。助かる。
And also, yeah, by the way, thanks for, like, her power has the ability to kind of rein in others' powers, which is the best, like, really useful for training. So he's saying, "Tasukaru." I'm saved, because otherwise, too much power, someone gets hurt.
因果率予測も制限されるしね。
And so, yeah, she's saying that also her ability to kind of like predict the future movements is limited. Seigen. That's a good word. A limit. Could add a word like that today. Seigen sararu. And she's saying, honto taihen. So it's difficult having all of her powers limited when they train.
ほんと大変。
そんな、アデル様と光様にそこまで言っていただけるなんて。
So to have you guys say that, she's kind of embarrassed.
恐縮です。
こうして見てると、まるで双子の姉妹みたいね。
So looking at you guys like this, you almost look like futago, twins. Futago no shimai, so twin sisters. Ne? Shimai means sisters, and futago, twins.
ドライバーの因子が色濃く出るのは
Mezurashi, so rare. So something is rare. So to have the driver, yeah, Inshi like to have their qualities strongly be in the blade as well is rare, I believe they're saying. So that it's rare that they look the same.
珍しいんだろ？
そういう話はたまに聞くけど。
So yeah, we hear that from time to time, but
そう。でも私はラウラ様と同じ姿に生まれてこられて。
that could be, but I'm glad that that I was born to look like you. 幸せ happy that went like that.
幸せです。服の貸し借りもできるし。
Kashikari, so we can lend each other clothes as well. Fuku, meaning clothing.
ね。
So it's very convenient. Wouldn't be so bad having a blade that you could trade clothes with and that could, fight for you.
ところで、
So by the way,
次はシンと手合わせ願い。
so next I'd like to fight Shin, who's, supposed to be the strongest blade around.
たいのだが。
ですって。どう？
私は戦いはこの
So I don't like fighting. So 500 years ago, he was very different because he likes fighting now. Ah. Ponage, konnichiwa.
飲みませんので。
イーラ最強の男の言葉。ずっしりとくるな。
Right, so this is what I was talking about. So Ida, in Ida he's known as the strongest man. Saikyo no otoko. Saikyo. That's a good word. That's one we could add. Again, anyone just joining, our goal today and for the rest of the year is hopefully to get to power level 1000. Right now we're at 920, so we got a ways to go. So if we see some words, we can power up today.
それが真実なのかもね。
Yeah, well, that's the truth, that he doesn't like fighting. So Moonsbro says, hi. 1-month-old Japanese learner. Is there an easy place to watch these streams in proper lesson order? That's a good question. Probably YouTube would be the easiest place. However, I'll be honest. Watching through all of them in order would be a lot. But if you want to watch from the very beginning, we did start with this game, Xenoblade 2. Yeah, but we've done well over 200 hours. So I'm not sure if you want to watch necessarily all of them, but if you did want to, if you just ordered chronologically on YouTube, you could order it like that. But yeah, picking up where we are, and also we have a list of vocab linked on the Twitch page in the power level section. We also have an Anki deck for that, for flashcards. So there are some options. But yeah, some people have watched through all of them, or at least almost all of them. And if you look on YouTube, that's probably the easiest place to do that. But yeah, it's a good point. I should probably find an easier way to list all of them. I should actually have a list with everything in order. Makes me think about that. And yeah, by the way, yokoso! Japanese Quest away. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Yeah, we have a YouTube playlist, but not a playlist with everything. Perhaps you could make one with everything. What's the biggest playlist you can make on YouTube anyway? Because we might have too many videos for that. I don't know. By the way, just out of curiosity, Moonsbro, so month into Japanese, what have you done so far? I'm curious. Perhaps we can help steer you in a good direction. Not that you can't yourself, but sometimes suggestions at an early stage can be helpful too. Don't take all of them. Take the suggestions that seem natural to you. Sometimes suggestions are not going to be helpful.
彼らの
Whoa, so someone's freaking out. We got a soldier. Metsu no nerai. So nerai means aim, and then no is saying whose aim is it? Metsu. It's the aim of Metsu, the villain in this game, Metsu Nerai wa ga wakarimashita. So we now understand his aim. And what is the aim, sir? Okay, so the capital, Oto. Like the holy capital, perhaps?
本当か
Hontoka. So really? And then he's saying, so machigai means mistake, and then arimasen is negating that, so machigai arimasen. There is no mistake. That is his goal, the capital. So let's pick up Moonsbro's comment with my question earlier. So we've been studying a month. I fully learned hiragana, and I'm a little over halfway through katakana. Few basic kanji, maybe around 100-ish vocab. That's a great start. I always tell people when they ask when they're at almost zero, to start with hiragana, then katakana, and then, yeah, some kanji, and then really, to me, it's all about vocab. Because the more vocab you know, the more you can read, the more you can understand. Learning as much vocab as fast as you can, I think, is a pretty good strategy. Of course, learning some level of grammar to put the vocab together, but really, vocab is kind of one of our focuses here, which is why we have this kind of power level system. We find words in the game, we learn those words show up down here. And Ponage says, by the way, do you have Torna? Yeah, I've done it, I have it, and we probably will do it in Japanese sometime. It was quite good. Tanoshikatta yo. So that sounds like a really good start. Yeah, if you have any questions, by all means, feel free to ask. A lot of people find something like a textbook of some sort can help. There's free ones like Take Him. There's pay ones that people like Genki. Some people who are self-studying prefer Japanese from zero. A lot of options. My suggestion, don't be overwhelmed. Just pick something, go with it, keep going. If you don't like it, change, and just do what feels natural. And just do something, at least something small every day. That's my biggest suggestion. Every day, that's the really way to start wiring your brain with a new language, is something every day, or at least every week. Alfalfa Scout, konnichiwa. I don't know. Yeah, Ponage, I'm glad that I'm not the only one. I completely think that's what it's about. If you're serious about a language, doing something in that language every day. And if you're serious about improving, doing something a bit beyond your current ability and for some significant chunk of time, it really helps carry you up the ladder. But something every day. Mainichi, mainichi. In Japanese, every day is mainichi. So you can say mainichi, mainichi. So Moonsbro says, I've been using the Learn Japanese to Survive games on Steam. Ah, nice. What did you think of those games? With Memrise and Duolingo. Yeah. That's great. That sounds like a really great start. How did you find those games? I haven't really seen a review of those games yet. Learning German myself, it feels weird trying to use it again after spending some time not using it. So does it. Yeah, if you have a really long time, you really do start to lose it. Leary says, I stopped learning Japanese after passing N2. Hope to find time to get back into it. Leary, that is exactly what I did. I passed N2. I thought, okay, I'm good enough at Japanese. I'm pretty good. I quit studying for 7 years. But then I decided one day, this is stupid. I should just be completely bilingual, read books in both languages. So I've been going hard since that day. It was because of Mario Kart, actually. Mario Kart was the beginning. I got 999 in Mario Kart, and I decided I've spent all this summer getting 999 VR, right? In Mario Kart, it's called 999 VR. And I spent all this time getting to this max level in Mario Kart. Then I decided what I really need is to be 999 in Japanese. So JR maybe? Japanese rating. And ever since I kind of had that epiphany, I've gone really hard with Japanese. Just keep going. Yeah, it's true. And then after that, I got N1. I got a Japanese teaching license, became a Japanese teacher. So yeah, I've gone a lot further after that. April says Duolingo as well. Nice. Yeah, I feel like Duolingo has been a really good gateway into some new people getting into Japanese now. If you meet people who know a lot of Japanese, they might say like Duolingo's not the best, but as a starting point, anything is good. But yeah, getting to a higher point, some other tools might be helpful, but it's certainly a good gateway. Like, any starting gateway is great. And I think it's getting better as well.
私はファンレノルン。
Lemmy Remy says minimum level required is N4 to get work in Japan. Yeah, possibly some jobs, but most jobs probably want N2 or N1. So usually even higher. As far as my friends who have gotten jobs in Japan. When I got a job in Japan, I taught English, so I didn't need any Japanese. That was after college. Just needed a 4-year degree.
アーケディア法王朝の使者です。
Okay, so she says, I'm like the emissary of Arcadia, the empire there.
法王朝の
Okay, so that's basically like Vatican City, like where the Pope lives.
あなたがレックス様
So are you Rexu-sama? She's being very respectful using sama here.
ですね。マルベーニ聖火が面会を希望されています。
So the Pope of this world, Marubeni Seika, he would like to meet you. Kibo means to hope, so he hopes for a meeting. Would you please come? So some more comments. Let's quickly look at those, because this is kind of what we do in Japanese Quest. We talk about ways of learning Japanese and try to inspire people. Maybe find a new path that works for them. Yeah, that's one thing. Duolingo is very new, and I think it's improving, and I heard they're hiring new people to work on it even more. So I think it is already a good gateway, but it could get even better. But yeah, definitely don't think that it's, perfect at this point, but that's to be expected. Yeah, hiragana is a great first step. So Shiroya says, I'm starting my journey on New Year. My goal is N3. So N3, that's a great goal. The levels of JLPT are N5 is the first level. For N5, you need about 800 words or so. So our power level already is in the N5 range. Then N4, you need probably about double that. N3, you probably need about 3,000 words or so for N3. It's no joke. And then for N2, you probably need somewhere around 6,000 words or more. N1 is the highest level. I passed that one several years ago. And for that one, you need... Now they're saying, they used to say 10,000, but now they're saying 15,000 plus. And even if you don't take the test, this can be a kind of a great ladder to climb if you're serious about the language, because you can find practice tests online or you can buy them. And if you take these tests, even if you don't take the real test that you pay $50 for, you can get a sense of where you are in Japanese and where you can climb. And even if you get to N1, you're certainly not done. I still have a lot to learn myself. But it can be a really helpful tool to help improve and to see where to go next. It helps to have some kind of framework to chart progress.
来てくださいますね。
So will you come?
それってどういう
What?
なんで法王様が
So why? Why does the Pope guy want to see me? Yep, you need a power level of over 9,000 for N1. But that's the fun of it, too. The more words you like to say, the more puzzle pieces you turn over, the more fun it gets. the bigger and more complex puzzle you can put together, the more fun it gets. I just said that. Let's say it again.
俺なんかと
法王朝ではアルスとすべてのドライバーとブレイドを管理し
Okay, that sounds not suspicious at all. So, this Pope guy, he manages all the drivers and blades in the entire world. It's kind of weird. Imagine if the Pope in our world managed all the guns and nuclear weapons and, I don't know, military everything. If he controlled all of it, that'd be a little strange, a little suspicious. Keep moving on.
しています。そしてあなたは天の聖杯の
And you are the driver of the Aegis, so he'd like to meet you, because that's what he does. He manages all of the blades, especially your super blade.
ドライバー。
その力取り込みたいということ。
So he wants that power?
そうではあり
No, that's not the case.
ません。聖
Chotto Ayashi. A little bit suspicious. Ah! Greg! Konbanwa.
火は同じ天の聖杯のドライバー
No, he'd like to meet you as an equal. As also another... You also are a driver of the Tendo Seihai, the Aegis, the Holy Grail, the super weapon.
としてレックス様とお会いしたい
So he'd like to meet Rex as equals because they're both drivers of these divine beings.
とただそれだけです
Just that.
同じって
The same. What?
まさか
そうです聖火は滅のド
Okay. So you may have seen this a lot if you're just joining. Sodus. So yeah, that's right. So His Majesty, he is the driver of Metsu, who is this villain who's trying to destroy our world currently. Not so good.
ドライバーです
Shiroria. Yeah, interesting. So I can read kana perfectly, but don't understand a thing. Yeah, that's when it comes all... I had that same frustration. It becomes all about just learning words. So when I was in Japan, I would literally just read the dictionary and look up words of things that were kind of important to me. I remember looking up words like emotion, philosophy, war, you know, just important concepts in this dictionary. I would just sit on the subway in Japan looking up words, and I would highlight all these words, just making like little stars by all the words. Probably not the best way to learn words, but I thought it was fun. I would just sit on the subway looking at a dictionary. Japanese people must have thought I was strange. But in time, I got probably more useful ways. Like one of the ways is using Anki, a flashcard system. It's a program you can get. And there's other ones too. Someone mentioned Memorize, which is a similar thing. Some people like better. My own opinion was Memorize I thought was better at the beginning, but later on, like maybe 1,000 plus, I found Anki be better, but it may be better now, I don't know. So I recommend finding some system that works for you for vocabulary. Some people don't want to use any flashcards. That's fine too. They just read, or they just talk to their friends in Japanese. Whatever works for you. Yeah, lots of people watch and they do their Anki reps at the same time. So I recommend, as you watch Japanese quests, you can do your Anki and you can tell us some of the words you're tripping up on. That would be interesting information for all of us. So if anyone's doing Anki, tell us what words you keep forgetting. Maybe we can tell you a mnemonic that will help you remember it, or help someone else remember it. We can help you with your Anki as you do it watching.
そしてレックス様あなたは今短剣を所持しています
Okay, cool word. Ken means sword, and then tan means short. Tanken, short sword. So you have the short sword, right? So we have this special short sword that means we're supposed to meet this guy, because it's his short sword from long ago.
なんで探検のことを
So what do you know about the short sword?
わかります。私には
I know about it.
成果はその探検の本来の持ち主で
So the original owner of that short sword was His Majesty, the Pope guy. I agree, Alfalfa, and I like this comment. Fun ways are generally good ways to learn. And I would just add, sometimes fun ways are the only way that you'll keep doing it long term. If you have a way to learn and it's not fun, you can keep with it, but maybe not every day for like the next, say, 20 years, which you might need if you want to be serious about a language. So what I find for me, the only way I will do it every day is if I have something fun that I can do, at least some of the time. And so hopefully playing games like this can be fun. That can be one way. But for me, reading books is even more fun sometimes, and even more of a deep language experience. RTK, yeah, RTK is definitely a roller coaster, but I found it to be fun actually. I liked doing RTK. I thought Anki was usually fun too, unless you like skip a day, then it's not fun.
あります。
つまり
Yeah, Alfalfa wrote Tunken, short sword. So yeah, let's keep in mind, our goal is to get to power level 1000. We only have until the end of the year. That is the goal. So 1000 by 2018. So we do need some new words. So if we have words written in chat like that, like Tunken, short sword, that is very helpful. So we can start getting ideas for words to power up. Yeah, we've talked about that word a few times. Yeah, we need a lot of words, which probably means I'll have to stream more than just once a week. But that's okay. I think I'll have more time around the Christmas break. My hip, which was injured doing this stream when I did it 5 days a week, is now feeling quite a bit better. Like I'm now sitting with zero pain. So hopefully we can stream more and we can get to that goal. So why don't we start adding some words though? Let's power up. Okay, so where were we? Let's find a new word today. Tunken. Not Tunten. Tunken. Alright, so Tunken. This is a great word that you see in a lot of games, actually. Exploration. And also short sword. For fun, why don't we add both? Because actually this one is more common. You can see this is a common word, N1. Kind of high up there. You probably don't need it at the early stages. But Tunken is kind of big in this game, short sword, and just in video games in general, you'll see short swords from time to time. So why don't we add both of those? That sounds fun. Sometimes when you add two words, it can actually help reinforce each word. Like 2 for the price of 1. So let's add Tunken short sword to our power level. And then Tunken exploration as well. You see this in a lot of games. I remember on Pokemon Quest, I think we saw that for exploration, Tunken. Very common word in games. So good word for us. I don't think we have it yet though. But to be entirely sure, let's just check. I will do a find. Let's see if I can move this over so we can see the find. So Tunken. Let's just type in explore. EXPLORE. Let's learn some English here. So exploration. We have that for that one we just learned, and also we have exploration, but this is a different one. I think. Oh no, Tunken. We did learn that. Huh. Tunken. So that one's a fail. We can't add that. We'll just add short sword for now. So power level just to 921. I did not think we learned it, but we've learned so many words now they're hard to keep track of, so that's what we have to search. But we did not have dagger, so that's good. Let's just double check that. Dagger. Do we have dagger? We have 2 for dagger. What's the other one for dagger? Katana. Katana is not usually a dagger, but we learned that, so that's a different word, so that's okay. Yosh. So our power level is now rising.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is now 921. You can see this world built with all the words we've learned. The words we learned, we also gain the power of that word. So you can see Ken sword right there. Let me make our power level go up. Chotto matte. So by the way, I'm thinking of doing a different kind of stream focused just on leveling up. Probably playing Breath of the Wild again. I think it'll be something called like a Link Word Hunter. And we're just running around just looking for words. So Sakerugumi says, sorry, I'm still not 100 on this power level thing. Are they just for common words? The first ones especially are mostly common, but now any word that seems important to our quest on this channel in the games we're playing, we add, but mostly common words. By the way, everyone in chat who just showed up, yokoso! Japanese Quest Away. Welcome to Japanese Quest. 一緒に頑張る。
法皇様がコール爺さんのドライバーってこと？
はい。
まさか。
Wait, so then the driver, this old guy we met, his driver... Ah, yokoso! Japanese Quest Away. Welcome to Japanese Quest. So this old guy we met, his driver is this Pope guy. She's not getting it because that guy was really old and... Anyway.
だってじいさんは。
現法王はアーケディア人だ。ありえん。
Okay. So, arien. That means not possible. So this is saying this is possible. Because Akeryajin, this race lives really long. They're like elves, basically.
話ではない。
アーケディア人は長命ですか？
Right, because they live a long life. They're very long-lived. Chome, long life. Cho means long, and then me means life. Put them together, long life. Chome.
そうか。だからあの時コールさんは探検の
Also, at that time, that's when he got our new vocab word, tanken. He became the owner of this short sword. Ah, nice word, alfalfa. Chome, long life, and then masaka, which means like no way. I'm pretty sure we have that one already, otherwise we could add that one. But I feel like chome, it's not super
持
common.
ち主が世界中へ行く方法を知ってる。
Okay, so he knows the way to the world tree. That's where we're going. Let's break this down a little bit. Actually, I like this sentence quite a bit. I'll break it down when I come back. If anyone's able to write this sentence in Japanese, we can write it down here. We can add this to our power level. Possibly some of the words in it as well. I will be right back. I'm going to take a very short break and come back. But if anyone's able to write this sentence, we can add the sentence to our sentence chronicle as well. Ittekimasu. Be right back. Tadaima. Okay. I'm back. Let's see. Where are my headphones? Chotto matte. Ah, Kit Kat. Konbanwa. It's always good to have Kit Kat in stream. That always brings a good image. Okay, so let's see. It looks like Greg 2B Pro has it. Let's break it down. So the first word, Sekaiju, the world tree. And then E means a direction for pointing of where we're going. Sekaiju e iku. So going to the world tree. And then we make all of that into a noun by just adding a noun to this verb in plain form here. So the noun we have here is hoho, away. So away to the world tree. And he said that he knows a way to the world tree. So shiteru is to know. And then this te here, meaning, so as for this thing we're talking about, the fact that he knows, he said that. So he knows a way to get to the world tree. So we want to meet him because he knows a way to get to the world tree. Nice. Looks like Greg 2B Pro has it. I will copy and paste and add that to our sentence chronicle. Are there any words there we need to learn? That's another question. I'm not sure myself. But I will copy and paste here. Chotto matte. Okay. And then let's mark the time as well. You're missing the grammar point thing? Cool. I got your later one, so hopefully that's corrected then. Nicely done, Greg. Itsumo arigato. We'll note the time as well. 8時45分. 8:45. Yatta. Let's get the sound of gaining this sentence as well. Let's see if I can remember how to do that sound. Chotto matte. Yatta. できましたね. So that's the sound of unlocking this sentence in our collective subconscious here on Japanese Quest. Now we have the power of finding a way to get to the world tree. So let's just break down again. So we have this whole part connected to this noun, the way to go to the world tree, right here. And then the fact that he knows it is what this other guy said to us. So he said that he knows the way to the world tree, so we must meet him. Kind of a tricky sentence without the context, but it's got some useful pieces to it. By the way, this little te here is a shorter way to write to you. Yeah. Yeah, I believe it's like to you, to ita, something along those lines. Anyway, let's not make this more confusing. Let's keep going. So it just kind of means, as for this thing here, he said it. Yosh, ikimashou.
って言ったのか。
いかがですか？
So what do you think?
マルベーニ正解の一件はあなたにとっても悪い話ではない。
So yeah, you having an audience with this Pope guy, Marubeni, it's not a bad deal for you either.
ないはずです。
ちょっと待って。
Wait a minute.
怪しいよレックス。
Ayashiyo. So yeah, she's not wrong. So ayashi means suspicious. Yeah, this is kind of too good to be true.
なしができすぎてる。
光はどう思う？
Kit Kat. Don't entirely know the meaning of your question there.
気づいてたんだろ？コール
You noticed, right?
さんに会った時から。
ええ、
From when we met Koru-san before.
まさか法皇様になっているとは思わなかったけど。
I didn't think it would be this Pope guy that we're gonna meet.
会いたい。
Do you want to meet him?
聞きたいことは山ほどあるわ。
Kind of a nice sentence here. So kikitai, want to ask. Kikitai koto, so things I want to ask. Yama hodo aru. So I have like a mountain of things I want to ask. So yama means mountain, and hodo means like the level of. So I have like a mountain of things I want to ask him. Because they lived in the same time. Like 500 plus years ago. Alfalfa says, let's add that sentence. Okay, yeah, we can do that. And so if someone can write that, we can quick add that too. Let's just add the first sentence. But I can talk about the second sentence for context as well. This one wants to write the second sentence. You can, of course. So again, kikitai koto. So the things I want to ask. So then wa, the topic marker. So as for the things I want to ask, there's lots of them. Yama hodo aru. There's a mountain of things I want to ask. And then wa is the marker at the end that's generally just feminine. So Kit Kat. Kit Kat. Bunpo mo oshiemasu yo. Ryoho oshiemasu. Tango mo, bunpo mo. That's kind of the idea with the sentences. We can kind of teach both. So we can look at grammar elements like particles and conjugations of verbs like tai. That's grammar, right? Meaning I want to hear. I want to ask lots of things. But then we can look at the words as well. So that's why we look at sentences. But yeah, the focus now today, you are right, is more on vocab because we have this goal of focusing and trying to get to 1,000 words by the end of the year. So it's true. The focus is on vocab, but we certainly look at everything. And just looking through all the sentences, we're exposed to both. All right. Kikitai koto wa yamahoru aru wa. So it looks like 3 people wrote that. So let's copy and paste that and add that to our sentence deck as well. Yosha. Ii desu ne. Yeah, good suggestion to add that too. Sometimes people add like a triangle or something. No, Kit Kat, it's always good to ask questions, and it's true. The focus now is, like the title of this video makes it clear, the focus is kind of on vocab at the moment. And in general, probably there's more of a vocab focus, but we certainly do look at both. And we do try to teach both. Sometimes it's easier to teach vocab though, because it's just kind of one thing you can look at and say, boom, this is the word. There's not as much subtlety to it. Okay. So again, let's get the sound of unlocking that sentence. Yatta. One more time for everyone else who wrote it. Check them out there. There we go. We've unlocked the sentence underlined again. Kikitai koto wa yamahoru aru. Don't need the wa. Wa is optional. But yeah, I have lots of things to ask. I have a mountain of things to ask. This guy who lived at the same time I did. And then she says, after that, for example, watashi ga nemuri ni tsuita ato. So after I went to sleep, I want to know what happened. Nani ga okita no ka. So okiru means to occur. So what occurred, what happened after I went to sleep? Because she was sleeping for 500 years. Fair enough. I would want to know as well. All right. Yosh.
私が眠りについた後、何が起きたのか。
Yeah, okiru, to occur and also to wake up, right? It's an interesting word. Let's look that up quickly. Alfalfa wrote that word, so let's take a look. Okiru. We learned that one already, fairly certain. N5 word. To get up, to rise, to wake up, but also to occur. So that's kind of confusing thing about this word. Is there any kind of parallel in English? Because you say wake up, you certainly don't say that for when something happens. I use a number of textbooks. Kit Kat's asking what textbook I used when I was learning. In high school, I don't even remember the ones I used. In college, I remember I used one called Yokoso, my first year of Japanese. My second year, I used Genki. And yeah, Genki's a good one, but I don't remember all the textbooks I have used. After Genki 1, I didn't really use textbooks after that. I just went hard into the JLPT study mode.
そしてなぜ
Ah, yeah, Alfalfa. Good point. Good point.
あなたが今ここにいる
So why are you here right now?
のか
わかった。俺も
Understood. I want to meet him.
会いたい。いや、会わなきゃいけない。
So he says, notice how he said, aitai. So want to meet, but now he made it even stronger. Awanakareba ikenai. So I have to meet. Tomo. I think I have to meet. So this is a very useful tag you can add to the end of your sentences. To omo or to omoimasu. I think something. So I think I have to meet. It's kind of interesting that he's saying I have to meet, but then he's also kind of softening it by saying I think that. Because he could just erase that part and just say I have to meet. Kind of interesting. Yeah, that's the problem with Genki. It's expensive. So I recommend looking up free options as well for people that are interested. Some people like these free options even better. One is called Take Him. It's a very well made online source of grammar and textbooks. Some people like it better than Genki. It might be harder to access at first because you do need some base knowledge of possibly some hiragana and kanji. But I really recommend looking up free options if Genki doesn't work for you. And there's other textbooks that people like better than Genki too. Some people. But Genki is good because it does go quite deep compared to some textbooks. Yeah, Shiroya. That's completely a good way to do it.
ないと思うんだ。
By the way, I want to highlight this comment because this is a great comment for anyone watching on YouTube later. If this is kind of what a lot of people do when they study Japanese these days, they will go RTK, Take Him. So for a textbook, they'll use Take Him to help with grammar. RTK for kanji. Some people then might use Anki or something like it, like memorize for vocab. And then they mentioned sentence binding. I'm not going to write out the whole thing, but yeah. Good comment. I want to highlight that because it might help someone else start them down the road. You can Google those things and find out what those are in more detail, but very useful tools that a lot of people use these days.
Kasumi.
Kasumi.
光様どうされたんです
Hikari-sama? What is it? At this time.
かこんな時間に今の季節雲海の夜は冷えます
So at this time, the cloud sea, it's cold. You'll get a cold. So kaze means like a cold that you're sick with.
風邪を召されますよ
私はブレイド
So I'm a blade. I won't get a cold.
風邪はひかないわ
そうでしたね失礼いた
Ah, that's right. Sorry about that.
しました
かすみ覚え
Kasumi. You don't remember it, do you? So this is the kind of this is probably the most kind of sad, melancholy kind of facet of this game. People lose their memory. Blades. Other than her, she's a special blade. She's like the god-made blade. They forget their past life with their past owner. So she remembers her, but not the other way around. So she says, "Oboite nai." You don't remember. Shiroya. I think this is a valid criticism that many people have made.
ていないのね。
なす
So why did you call me Kasumi? She clearly doesn't remember.
で私のことをかすみと私はファンレ・ノルンマルベーニ聖火のブレ
I am, so she's saying my name is Fawn. I'm the blade of this Pope guy. Yeah, nice sentence, Alfalfa. You don't remember, do you? Oboite nai no ne.
レイドです。
そう。マルベーニの。ごめんなさい。忘れて。
So now she's kind of pretending that it's nothing. She thinks, sorry, forget about it. And yeah, she's lying. Look at this. So, 知ってる人によく似てた. So, 似てる or 似てた means to resemble someone. So you really looked like someone. You resembled someone that I knew. And then sui, which means I made a mistake. Spoke too soon.
知っている人によく似てたからつい。確かにここは寒いわね。
So it really is cold here. So she's changing the topic here.
ご忠告に従って部屋に戻るわ。
Ah, Man Macro. Yokoso. Japanese Quest. Welcome to Japanese Quest. We now have a Man Macro 420. That is a solid username.
はいおやすみなさい
Ah. Oyasuminasai. Good night. You can say that at the end of stream today.
光様
おやすみ、ファン。ひかりちゃん、あのコアクリスタルの形。分かってる。ただ同調しただけじゃない。私たちや。
So they're talking about core crystals and the shape of the core crystal. So she has a strange shape of her core crystal. If you notice, there's this part crossed out of it, and this part is actually on Rex, the main character. And I guess that kind of symbolizes that they share the same body in a sense. When one of them gets hurt, like if they have a cut here, the other will get a cut in the same spot.
レックスとも違う。聞くことがさらに一つ増えたわね。
So I have one more thing to ask.
ごめん。ちょっと考え事したいから。
I kind of forgot what was happening right now, but she's talking to Pyra inside her head because she has two people inside her. She's talking to Pyra, so she's saying, Gomen, I have something I need to think about. Let's change.
変わって。うん。わかった。
Yosh. Tsugi. Let's look for more words. We got one word today. Let's try to at least get 4 more today if we can. Must increase power level. Must get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Dekiru kana? Not sure if we can do it, but we'll try. Ah, we got Shin and his creepy test tube people.
できたのか?
Dekitanoka. So did you do it?
ああブレイドたちの声
Ah, so yes. So the blades, the voice of the blades, koko ni aru. So koko means here, and then aru means exist, and then ni points to a direction. So koko ni aru. So the blade, the voice of all these blades is here. All these guys, you can imagine, they've got a voice. What are they saying? I don't know. Neko, kana.
声がここにある。
来いよ。義経が面白いもん見つ
Okay, koi. So come. So Yoshitsune found something interesting.
けてきたぜ。
わかった。
Understood. Okay, I'm at a point now in the stream where any word that I think we have not learned yet, we will consider learning because we must increase our power level. Unless it's totally stupid or useless, we will not learn it. But any word we haven't learned, I will try to point out. That seems marginally useful.
見ろよこいつ。
So take a look. Koitsu. These words. I don't think we have koitsu. It means like this, but it's kind of slang. I don't think we need slang right now. So take a look at this.
テンペランティア。
Temperantia. That is a word we don't need because the place is temperantia or something like that.
そこでスペルビアが大規模な発掘作業。
Okay. So they are now doing some serious excavation activity. Hakutsu. Excavation. And I feel like that word's a bit too random to add right now. We might actually have it or something similar to it from Breath of the Wild. So we did do some mining and talked about that. And then Dai Kibo means like large scale. Kibo means scale, and then Dai means big. Put them together, large scale. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. Don't worry. Well, we'll try.
をしてるって噂があったので
9,000, it's a long way from now. We'll at least get to 1,000. That I will promise. 9,000 at the current rate we're going would take 9 years. That may be ambitious at our current rate. We'll see. It's taken us almost a year to get here. So there's a rumor, so we went and took a look.
してみたらね。かなりか。
Yeah, Dai Kibo. That could be a good word to add. Kibo means like scale. It's not really like a kind of sexy or like, I don't know, it's not one of these words that's kind of like cool to learn, but it's definitely very useful and functional.
変わってはいるが、この形。
So it's a kind of strange shape. Yeah, we don't. And I don't mean like sexy. I just mean like words that are kind of... We certainly like have learned a lot of words that are kind of like fun to learn, or like words that stand out in your mind. Things like, you know, king, queen, princess, abunai, dangerous. But like just like kind of boring function words we haven't gone to as much. But yeah, kibo could be one we look at. Let's keep that in mind.
ユーディキウムのアルス兵器だな。
Yeah, we certainly don't just need exciting words, alfalfa. But it's kind of fun to get words that jump out at you, you know? If that word jumps out at anyone else, please say so, but it doesn't jump out at me currently.
ユーディキウム
It is good to learn, though.
それって確か。
Yudikyumu? What are they talking about?
ああ、500年前、俺と光が沈めた。
Ah, okay. So that's the country that we sunk. So Shizumeru, to sink. And then Kuni, country. So we sunk that country 500 years ago. Me and Hikari, both of these Aegis creatures.
国だ。そして、マンイーター発祥。
Okay, that's the place that started the man-eaters.
の地。
Man-eaters are kind of like blades and people combined. It's weird because it's like making mutants, basically. Yeah, Shizumeru or Shizumu. I wonder if we have any of these words. Let's start to think about some of these words. Let's go to our power-up screen. Let's do some searches. Let's start to think about some of these words. Let's see, where were we? So we just learned Tanken, short sword or dagger. And let's see, Kibo we just talked about. Let's type in Japanese. Kibo. Okay, have we learned Kibo? We have not, as expected. So Kibo, again, and one word. So yeah, kind of tricky. Scale. But it is a word you see a lot. let's add it. It's very useful. And daikibo is the word that we saw it in. Okay, and let's check shizumu or shizumeru. We might have that. Okay, shizumu. Seems we don't. That's definitely a good word, especially in this game where we like are going underwater or under cloud sea all the time. All right, shizumu, N3 word. See, that's a more basic word, middle of the road. Shizumu, to sink. Shizumeru is the other form of that. That's the transitive form, I believe. Let's type that one in too. Shizumeru. So that one's trickier or like more rare. You can see that's an N1 word. So let's learn the N3 version. Shizumu. So this means transitive, so to sink something, whereas the other one just means to sink without an object. Can also mean to feel depressed, as you can see here. So shizumu. Okay. Here we go. So our current power level is going to be 923. Today we learned tanken, dagger, short sword, kibo, scale, shizumu. Yeah, Shiroya, it's a super big advantage to be bilingual. But can you elaborate on that point, though? Especially if you know a word that's related, like if you knew Chinese and are learning Japanese, it's incredibly helpful. Or Korean. There are a lot of similarities, especially with the writing. Let's see. Daikibo. Okay, so we have Daikibo, large scale. Kibo and Daikibo. Why don't we put Daikibo too? Because I feel like Kibo is so abstract. It helps to give it some kind of modification to understand what's happening with it. So if you have scale, it's like, what kind of scale? Large scale. Oh, that kind of scale. So let's add Daikibo. That's the way it was in the game too. So let's add Daikibo as well. And I think I'll flip these around later to have them be next to each other, but for now we can leave those there. Let's find at least one more word today, if not more. Back to the game. Yeah, thank you, Sakeru. That's a great comment. So in RTK, that kanji, you learn just the kanji in RTK. Very useful for some people. For me, I found it very useful. And this kanji for that one, shizumu, means to submerge. Excellent comment. Yosh.
アンイータの
どうする
What should we do?
我々の脅威となるなら排除す
So if it become a threat to us, get rid of it.
が
We always see ga on Japanese as ga. So, but 他の使い方もある. Useful little phrase here. So hoka means other, and then tsukai kata means like a use. So there are other uses. We don't need to destroy it.
他の使い方もある
あくそ
Okay. Useful word here. Kuso. Let's see what happens if we look that up. What's the dictionary going to say about that? Have you learned that kanji yet? I don't think that's going to be an RTK. Could be wrong. Okay, so bullshit, shit, damn. It can also mean the literal thing here, as you can see. It can also mean very. It's definitely used a lot online as like net slang, but probably in actual real life, you don't want to say this one in front of Japanese people. What do you think? Are we ready to add this word to our power level? Because she did yell it out there. It could be useful. Let's see if we've learned this word yet. I'm pretty certain we haven't. And like I said, we kind of have steered clear of slang, but this word does have some practical application. What do you think? Let's vote. Should we add this word? Should we add kusol? For yes, you can type 1. For no, you can type 2. We're going to vote in chat. Shall we add kusol to our power level? I really don't care either way. So this is kusol, meaning like damn or shit or something along those lines. Like, I do think I tagged today with family friendly, so I may be failing slightly on that tag, but it looks like we're probably gonna have that added to our power level today. Alright, fair enough. Let's power up with the power of kusol. It's not my fault anyway, it's this character's fault. R.I.P. family friendly. Yeah. But I think families, like, if you talk about it in a context, like, of learning, I think it's okay. If you're, like, a cool family that values education, this is education. I think you can handle this. If any family's watching, teach your kid. Give it context, then it's okay. If you have context, you can learn words. That's all we're doing is learning words. Here we go. And this is the kanji for that word. Pretty. If you write that, it becomes so abstract, it's not even bad anymore. It's not really. This is completely family friendly is what I'm saying. Here we go. Let's copy that. Pretty sure we don't have that. Just gonna search just to make complete sure. Let's just type in the word shit and see if we have that anywhere on our list yet. We have 6? How do we have 6? What? I'm gonna type in bullshit. Because that's bullshit. We have only one for bullshit. Shit must be like a part of longer words. Anyway, so it looks like we only have 1, so we are good. We have not learned kuso yet, but now we have the power of kusol, and that will power us up to 925. Nicely done. This is an eventful time in Japanese Quest, powering up the power of kusol. Let's make our power level go up. Chotto matte. 925.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
It is now 925. 925. いいですね。強くなった. So this is the power of all the things we've learned so far. You can imagine the new power we've gained as well. In this world of all the new powers we've gained. Yosh, let's go back to the game. So where was I here? Yosh. Spiral Tail. Yokoso. Japanese Quest away. Anyone else watching, feel free to follow. You can join us on this quest as well. This is a Spiral Tail. If you don't mind, I will add a Spiral Tail here. No, that did not work. This is a Spiral Tail. Here we go. If you don't have a Spiral Tail, I apologize. But, let's keep going. Oh no, my undo got messed up. But anyway, anyone else who's there, feel free to follow. You can join us on this quest as well. Spiral Tail, don't worry, you're still there. So welcome back. You're kind of freaking out, it looks like, though. Could it be? So dealing with what we were doing was no problem. We brought it back. Shiroya, yokoso. Japanese Quest away. By the way, anyone know what this animation's from? It's a game we might have to play sometime on Japanese Quest. So that's good. So why are you freaking out? So desu ne. Yoku shitemasu ne. Both are correct. Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy III, depending on your numbering system. If we play it, it will be Final Fantasy VI, the Japanese numbering. So toyu wakeda. So that means that is what happened. So it's a kind of a pathetic story, but this is kind of a nice piece of grammar right here. Shika can be a tricky one to learn, but it's used very often. Nige kaeru means to run away and return, which is what they did. And then shika means only. So the only thing we could do is run away, run back home. The tricky thing about shika, it always has a negative ending. So shika nakatta. Nige kaeru shika nakatta. So there's nothing to do except the verb, which is to run away. Because we beat them up, basically. Alfalfa says, these sentences are going so fast, I can't add the words. Daijoubu desu yo. Kini shinai de. Yeah, it goes kind of fast, and don't worry about it. We all just do our best. I do my best. Sometimes I might go too fast, sometimes too slow. But hopefully, we'll make some progress and we'll learn something along the way, and hopefully have some fun doing it. Yeah, that's a nice sentence there. Nige kaeru shika nakatta. And the first part means, yeah, it was kind of pathetic, but we had to run away.
逃げ帰るしかなかった。
エーテルバを乱されたわけじゃない。
So, the Ether place, there was no problem with it?
いいんですよね。
アーケディアの女ブレイドか。
Is it that female blade from Arcadia?
シン。あれは霞だ。
Oh, that's Kasumi. There's no mistaking it. 間違いない。
間違いない。シン。
Shin?
サタヒコ。マルサネスの長。
Okay, so how about Marusanesu? I think that's the ship's name, so have you like made adjustments with the ship?
おう。それなら大丈夫だ。
If in that case, yeah, we're good. And check out his driver back here, stuck in ice or something or other. Yeah, nice sentence. Machigai nai. No mistaking it. So machigai by itself means a mistake, and if you add nai, there's no mistake, which is often the form you'll see it in.
予定より少し遅れているが。
So a bit later than planned, but we'll take care of it somehow.
なんとかする。
義経。天の聖杯。
Okay, so this is the important thing they want to know. They want to know this. Ichi, which is the position. So where is the Holy Grail? Very important. Where is the Ichis? Ten no seihai wa doko? Ten no seihai no ichi wa? And then the kind of implied thing here that he doesn't say is doko, where? So where is the Holy Grail?
愛の位置は。
リベラリタ。
Thank you, Alfalfa. Nice words. I wonder if we have those words. If anyone could check if we have either of those words. If we don't, we can certainly add those. Both are good. We probably have machigai. I think we may not have position. Not sure though.
スト将軍の近く。船。
So it's clear this kind of it's near this archipelago, I think, like a collection of islands.
か何かで移動中ですね。
So it looks like they're moving right now on some kind of
行き
ship.
先は。
So their destination, Ikisaki. Their destination is Arcadia, the holy capital. Yeah, Unboxus, I would agree. I'm pretty sure we have that too. Unboxus would know. Unboxus has done our Anki deck, and then no on Ichi position. Okay, yeah, Greg 2B, thanks for checking that. Why don't we add that? It really helps if other people can check that, so I can kind of keep the flow up. Because if I check everything, I feel like it's kind of too slow sometimes. But yeah, why don't we add that word though? Because that's definitely a useful word, and since our goal is to level up, let's do it. And this is also a very useful word in games because you often need the position of things. I think, for example, when we were inside the holy divine beasts in Breath of the Wild, they had on those maps when you're inside the giant beast, Genzai Ichi, so like your present location, and Ichi was used. Your location currently was on that map, but we didn't learn it. Let's learn it now. So Ichi, good. So we have Ichi place, location. Very nice. Great to be pro. You remember it? Nice. いいですね. Let's make our power level go up. Yosha. 強くなったね. Let's talk to Nappa.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
強くなったね. 戦闘力は926.
アーケディアだな。
どちらへ？
Alfalfa, I'm doing a good job today. Yeah, I think that you're getting better. The cool thing about what I hope on this channel is that some people can start by writing in Japanese, even a little bit on this channel. You get more used to it, and it gets faster and faster as you do it. Like, I think I'm getting faster, better myself at translating because of doing this stream. Like this kind of translation. I still have to read books on the side though, because I feel like my reading, if I just did this, would probably go down. I've got to read like full books at a faster rate too. But this is a different kind of skill set that's good to work on too.
ペランティアだ。時間を稼ぐ。
Okay, I want to buy some time. So Jikan time kasegu to make. So I want to like buy some time.
天の聖杯はいいの？
What, really? So you're okay with what the Aegis is doing right now?
ああ、あの男と決。
Yeah, that's awesome. Alfalfa, what you're doing helps the stream tremendously. If you had a channel, I would give 100 bits to you right now. Because, yeah, that's really cool, and it's very helpful.
宅でもされたら。
それはねえな。光はそんなんじゃねえ。
So talking about Hikari, kind of missed one of the sentences there. Let's keep going.
むしろ俺たちを導いて。
Yeah, they're kind of leading us. So he's not worried about it. We'll eventually meet, he's saying.
くれるぞ。閉ざされた世界。
Sakuragumi says, do all kanji have this kind of logical breakdown? So E means rank, and Chi means placement. So having a rank placement kind of makes sense. Yeah, many kanji do. Most kanji combinations have some kind of logic to the combination. Sometimes it's based on reading, usually it's based on meaning. So it kind of depends on the kanji. But that's why I think you or someone else said they were doing RTK. That's why I found RTK to be so helpful, because after doing it... Ah, suge! Yatta! Ah! Konnichiwa, Frankie-san. We got a dragon! Frankie has summoned a dragon! Sugoi desu ne! So we got a dragon. But yeah, as I was saying, RTK or learning kanji, when you find a new word, even if you don't know the word, if you know the composite parts, you can put it together. For example, right here, this word right here, you might not know the word for Holy Grail. The dragon lives on. Let's get some dragon hype in the chat. Anyone else who wants to summon a dragon in Japanese Quest, feel free to follow, to subscribe with Amazon Prime or any other kind of subscribe mechanism that exists. I especially like it when Amazon summons dragons for us because it's free for the viewer. Yeah, but this word here, Holy Grail, you might not know that word in Japanese, but if you know the two kanji, you can put it together, because this kanji here means holy, se is how it's pronounced, and then cup, or like chalice. So holy cup, holy chalice. Ah, Holy Grail. And look, even my drawing magically became a Holy Grail. It all fits together. And look, Frankie has summoned this dragon, going down to drink from the Holy Grail, then flies away and helps us on this adventure. Let's make a little eyeball on this dragon. Some people, this is what happens when someone summons a dragon, when someone subscribes to Japanese Quest, summons a dragon, they drink from the holy grail that we form with kanji, flies away, helps us on our journey. Yeah, it's a special dragon. Let's continue. 長いですね。
大樹への道は天の聖杯にしか開けん。滅、紹介から受け取ったもん。
Yeah, Sakeru. Nice. Yeah, it's helpful getting the RTK perspective. That book, very like a lot of people find it really useful. It's hard to get through all of it, but it's certainly useful. Okay, so get ready the stuff we got from the traders.
その調整もある。
Again, we kind of
お
missed some
前
what
たち
we're
は
talking
貞
about.
彦を手伝ってやって。
So help out the ship pilot guys, Tatehiko.
テンペランティアには俺一
Such a badass. 俺一人で行く. I will go alone. So Shin, this guy always is alone. So you can just pretty much put over his head or just on his body. Hitori. Always by himself. Itsumo hitori. So he's going to Temperantia. Ore hitori de iku. I will go by myself. So Death Flash says, I started learning Japanese 2 months ago. Nice. We had someone earlier that was 1 month ago. So we now have a 1 month ago and a 2 month ago. Perhaps you could teach what you did in your second month to the 1 month person. Then we can really start leveling up. We can get like all this like levels. The 1 month and the 2 month and the 3 month. And like you got me at the like the 20 year and etc. etc. All these different levels. But really time doesn't, mean that much. I mean, some person in a month can learn a ton. Some people in 10 years learn almost nothing. You never really know. It depends on how much you go. Also depends on if you go by yourself. Hitori de iku. It helps if you have help, either people to talk to or resources from other people to talk to. Yeah, that's a great place to start. The other person said they started with hiragana too. So great place to start. If you have any questions, people in chat or if I see all the comments, sometimes I miss some, can try to help out. But yeah, that's kind of what we do on Japanese Quest. We see there's a starting point in Japanese. It's different for everyone, but there is some starting point. And you have this path. And then we had Japanese Quest. I'll do red for Japanese Quest. We are here. We started about a year ago. And we have our path here too. And you've been going for 2 months, so you've met us on this path. And now you are joining us on this path, even if it's for just this brief moment, and you keep going on your own path. Maybe you'll find the path again. What we hope is people meet us on this path, Japanese Quest, and we can help you find other useful paths, other useful resources. So maybe you come here and you get from us a new item. Maybe that item could be like Anki, very useful flashcard program. And that maybe takes you on another path. My paths are getting confusing, but you get the basic idea. And they all can take you up this mountain. We kind of use as this metaphor for learning Japanese, Mount Fuji. Let me kind of redo some of this. So you got this mountain. Up here is fluency, or at least where you want to be in Japanese. And our goal in Japanese Quest, through games, we get closer and closer up the mountain. But as we go up the mountain, we'll meet other people along the way. They can join, and we can kind of help suggest other paths as well that they can take on their own. Meeting up with us, but going on their own path, they can find their own path to the top. 一緒に行きましょう。一緒に富士山を登ろう。Let's climb Mount Fuji together. That's my point. さあ、行きましょう。So welcome, yokoso, Japanese Questway. There are many paths. Most of them are fun, and we can suggest some of the more fun and more useful ones.
一人で行く。
構わんが。
わかりました。
But as we always say, the most important thing is doing at least one small thing every day. That's the number one thing. 毎日。毎日毎日。Every day. 毎日 means every day, by the way. One small thing, at least in Japanese, Find something that works for you, and then do it every day. Until you get to where you want to be.
お気をつけて。
So be careful. He's on his own, by himself.
あいつ。
一人で。Mainichi, every day. That's right. Alfalfa, thanks for writing it. Yeah, Sakerugumi, I completely hear you. There's so many different ways to learn. It can be conflicting and confusing. That's why I say one of the things I try to do on here is to make it less scary and less confusing. Just pick something and just do it, and don't worry so much about like the optimal way. Pick something that sounds interesting or sounds right. Do it for a while. If you get something out of it, keep doing it. If you don't, drop it, do something else. But don't stress about it too much. Just pick something. Do it every day. Make it a game. Make it fun.
雲海がまるで山のよ。
すごいですね. Amazing. So the cloud sea here, it's almost like a mountain. So another, again, with these kanji, if you just know the kanji, don't know the word, you can put it together because on the left side here you have the kanji for cloud, the right side, sea, put them together, cloud sea. So this is the cloud sea here. Unkai.
リベラリタス島諸軍です。
So that's the Libertaria or whatever it's called archipelago.
時節柄
I forget what it's called in
アーケ
English.
ディアはあの雲の尾根の向こう
Okay, so beyond that ridge of those clouds, that is where Arcadia is. That's where we're trying to go. So does Ne. Thank you, Sachan. No yo means similar to or like. Japanese is your third. For me, Japanese is my second language, and I only really have two languages.
まは迂回するよりは陸路を行った方
Right, so more than going around, so ukai means to go around, and then yori is a very useful piece of grammar here. So rather than going around, we want to go through. Why? Because it's a role-playing game and you always have to go through and fight a bunch of monsters. So you're talking to someone else maybe. I'm missing some comments. Native English, German second, now Japanese. いいですね. Urayamashi. I wish I had more letters, but unfortunately.
が早いので船での移動
Wish I had more words.
はここまでになります。
My power level in German is probably below 20.
アルセンといえども、あの尾根は越えられないでしょう。
So even with an else ship, Arusa ship like we're on right now, we can't overcome that ridge. This word here, one. It's a useful word, but kind of rare. I'd say if you read books and things, it's one you're going to want to know. Because if you see like any descriptions involving mountains, you will see this word. So you can't overcome that ridge with a ship, an Arusa ship. I think it's interesting how English changes too. Like this word flex, I've seen this word used like this a lot recently on Reddit and sites like that. Like you don't need to flex. I've never actually heard someone really say it that much in person, but like to me, like the way words like that gain new meaning, like you didn't really see people saying that, at least for me, like, I don't know, 5-10 years ago. That use of flex is not a way I would use it, but it's interesting how languages shift like that.
陸路もやむを得んといったと
So we have to go over land, she's saying.
ころか
懐かしいな。
Natsukashina, very good word here. Means nostalgic. So he's nostalgic for going where we're going because that is where he's from. Yeah, I think, I mean, they're just joking. They did the tongue voice. I don't think anyone's really flexing here. We're in a no flex zone. Well, we're flexing in the sense that, like, we're flexing to get, like, our power level up, but only to that extent. We're flexing to like charge in the way that like Goku would flex when he's like going ah like that. That's how we're flexing.
5年ぶりじゃな。
It's been 5 years.
何か思い出の場所なんですか？
What, so you have memories here?
宮崎村が俺とじっちゃんの故郷があの尾根
Okay, so Kokyo means hometown. So my hometown is beyond that ridge. Again, we see one, this word ridge. We keep seeing this word ridge. Should we learn that word ridge? We keep seeing it. So over this ridge is my hometown. I think we learned this hometown when we came here the first time playing this game.
の向こう側にあるんだ。
Add ridge, add ridge. Okay, okay. Let's go to our power-up screen. We can power up with the power of the ridge because they keep wanting to talk about it. It's not my fault if this word is kind of random. They keep talking about it. So let's learn the word for ridge. See, this is the power of Oh no, am I like somehow saying it wrong? Ridge. Yeah, I put in oh no, one. Yeah, I did know that. It's easier when you see the kanji. But yeah, it's not a word I use a lot. So one, common word, ridge. Some other words for ridge that I also know. And let's just learn the word for ridge that they keep saying. So one, ridge. So ne means like a root. So you can kind of imagine like a ridge looking kind of like a root. Roots kind of have that kind of a ridge type quality to them. Yeah, we're adding a lot of N1 words because we're hardcore. The fact is N1 words are normal words. They're good words to learn. All N1 words pretty much are good words to learn. So one, ridge. Let's do it. Power up with the power of ridge. One word for ridge is enough, I think, right now. Let's just type in home. What words do we have for home? We have 6 words, or what is it, 8 words for home? What about like hometown? We have 1 word for hometown. Let's see what it was. Furusato. It can also be kokyo, but we did learn that. That's the word that Rex just used. So let's not add that again. All right, so where are we now? We are up to 927. Let's make our power level go up. Anyone just joining, our power level goes up when we learn new words in Japanese Quest. It's a shared learn word. Doesn't necessarily mean everyone watching has learned the word, but it's in our collective subconscious now. That is the hope.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
This island here is the island filled with all the words that we've learned. This is our collective subconscious. A world, an island built with language. Words like cave, dokutsu, kawa, river, ken, sword. And now, you can see this. One, ridge. Pardon my terrible handwriting. One, ridge. New word. Yattaze. Here we go.
あんたリベラリタスの出だったんだ。
Oh, so you're from there?
そうだったんですか。
Really? Sugoisne. Okay, so Ribitalia Archipelago. Very nice.
さてと、こっからは俺が道案内した方がいい
Okay, so I will guide
か
us.
な。尾根の向こう側まで行けばいいん
There's our word. Let's look at our vocab word. So one, the ridge. So beyond the ridge. Muko means beyond. So beyond the ridge, the other side of the ridge. So mare means until. So until the other side of the ridge. Ikebai. So it's If we go beyond the ridge, then we should be good.
はい
Yep.
そこに法王朝の迎えが来ているはずで
And yeah, they should pick us up there on the way to the holy capital.
了解
Understood.
さすが兄貴
As expected of Aniki. We can count on you.
頼もしいもん
何がヒヒヒじゃ。浮かんだ軍刀をたどっていくだけじゃ。
So what are you laughing about? All you did is you got to this floating island.
だろうが。
ルートによっては危険だろ
Depending on the route, though, it could be dangerous.
手強いモンスターに襲われるか
We may be attacked by some powerful monsters. Good verb here, osol, to attack, and this is the passive form. So you add this rareru, osoraru. So we may be attacked. Kamoshirenai means we may, and then shi means like it's one of, you know, some other things that could happen. So we could be attacked. So that's one reason why it's going to be dangerous. Yeah, those kanji that you wrote there are really similar, right? Bird and island, I believe, are the ones you wrote. Or actually, yeah, tori and karasu. Yeah, those are the ones you wrote. Island is similar too, but it's got a different kanji part on the bottom. Yeah, bird and crow. Yeah, it's kind of small on my screen because I just see chat on my OBS.
もしれないし
そりゃまあそうじゃが。
どうやって行くの
So how do we go?
うーん
矢崎村は
So how about the village that you're from, Iyasakimura?
岩崎村
Yep, that is right, Alfalfa. Osol is to attack, and then to be attacked is osowareru. 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 It's kind of hard to say. Osowareru. Sometimes, especially when you're first learning, those passive forms can be a bit of a tongue twister.
通りますか
So just keep practicing it. Osowareru. 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 So you ruto mo aru. So yeah, we could go through my
い
hometown.
うルートもあるよ
それ私そのルートで
So I would like to go with that route. So sono means that. Ruto means route. De means using that route. Ikitai. So I'd like to go using that route. So I want to go to your hometown, in other words.
行きたいです前のめってくるな
You're pretty excited about it.
いつになくアグレッシブですね。
Very aggressive suddenly.
目的が変わってますもん
Your goal has changed.
だって
So does ne, the R sound. Yeah, that goes both ways. The R sound in for Japanese people learning English is even more challenging, probably.
レックスの故郷見てみたくあ
What, you don't want to look at his hometown?
りませんああそりゃ確かに見たいかも
It's true, I do want to see it.
まあそのルートなら比較的安全だし
So yeah, comparatively, that route would be safe. So anzen means safe. And then hikakuteki means comparatively. Hikaku by itself means to compare. Teki makes it into a modifier for this adjective here. So it's comparatively. Safe. Warukunai. So that's not a bad idea. Yeah, exactly, Sakaru. That's the challenge, right? Halfway between R and L.
悪くないかどうかな
So what do you
レ
think?
ックス様にお任せします
I'll leave it to you.
よしじゃ
Alfalfa, nice word. Hikaku to compare.
あ決まり準備ができたら
Okay, if we can get our preparations ready, let's go.
出発
ってなんであんたまでここにいるの
スペルビア
So why are even you here?
皇帝代行として堂々する旨を申
Okay, so I'm going with you as a representative of the Spedibia Empire.
し出た何か問題でも
Is there a problem?
当然のこと
Can we check if we have it? We may have it. If we don't have it, let's add it. How about that, Alfalfa?
ことです。
Of course you can come.
天の聖杯を法王朝にお招きする以上、
So since you're invited to the capital, we don't have it? Okay, let's add it. Alright, let's go back to our power-up screen. It's a very useful word, actually. Hikaku, to compare. Hikaku suru, you can add suru to make it into a verb, which is also very useful. To compare something. Hikaku. So hikaku, comparison, so that's the noun form, but hikaku suru, to compare, and 3-word. Good word to learn. Hikaku. Let's add that to our power level. We are now at 928. Yatta! Shupatsu, departure. Have we learned that yet? Do we have that one yet? Let's check. If we don't have that, we can add that too. Because we've seen that a lot. Departure. Let's see. Depart. Depart. We have one depart. We have departure. That's probably shupatsu. Yeah, we do have it. So that we have already. Yosh. So let's go back to the game then. I think we have powered up, yeah? To 828. Tsuyokunatta ne. Yatta. Wrong sound, but okay. Let's keep going.
その情報はすべての国に開かれなければなりません。
So that information must be opened up to all countries, so everyone's really invited.
あくまで中立公正な立場で。
So you're being neutral and fair to everyone is, I guess, what they're going for.
というわけじゃな。
はい。
Hi, yes.
そういうわけなの。よろしくね、に。
So welcome.
牢屋にぶち込まれてた身としては。
So yeah, she's mad because she was thrown in a prison cell or a jail cell by her. So yeah, she's saying that was not very comfortable.
どうにも居心地が悪いんだけど。
まあそう言わずにお嬢様、メレフ様とカグツチ様が同行されるのです。旅の安全は保証されたようなもの。
So they'll help us have a safer journey. They'll guarantee it, so that's good. Nice word here. Hoshou, to guarantee. So our safe journey will be guaranteed. Again, we see safe, anzen. Anzen wa hoshou sareta. So both of these words, if someone wants to check on, anzen, safe, and hoshou, guarantee. If we don't have either, these are 2 words we could add both. I'm not sure. We probably have anzen. Not sure about hoshou. Probably not.
そりゃまあ、そうだろうけどさ。
So that's certainly true. We will be safer.
いいじゃないか、ニア。
It's okay, don't you think? Let's go. So Sakeru says, sorry to just tour the stream. Do you think I should write the kanji I learn? I haven't written down the kanji since 400, and I'm over 1,000 now. I just make the writings with my finger. To be honest, I usually do with my finger too. You don't need to write them all out. I mean, if your goal is to write well in Japanese, then certainly you should. To be honest, myself, I was a little lazy about it. I wrote on my hand or like on my laptop, or something like that. Yeah, hoshou, guarantee. That's right. But a lot of people, even Japanese people, write on their hand. So that's perfectly fine. By like the last 1,000, I got a little bit lazier. I didn't write them all as much. I mostly just read them. But that's because I was learning about 50 to 100 kanji a day, and I just wanted to plow through it. But that's kind of what I wanted to do at the time. I found it to be very useful.
お買いも解けたんだし、この間だって助けてもらったろ。
But having said that, I went through all of RTK, I went through the 3rd book as well, and I can't write all the kanji. So if you want to be able to write all the kanji, you should probably write them out. So just, if you don't want to be like me and not write the kanji, then yeah, probably write them and keep writing them. Because again, whatever you want to be able to do it every day. I don't write them every day, so I can only write like a few hundred kanji. I mean, if I thought about it, maybe more, but I can read like, you know, a few thousand.
能天気でいいね、あんたは。
前向き。
前向きって言ってくれってんだろ。
But maimuki, we see this word a lot. Very good word for studying because it means optimistic, forward thinking. Mae means front, and then muki means facing, like the direction, so you're facing front.
わかったよ。 全部水に流してやろうじゃん。
Okay, I guess I'll forgive you. That's a phrase for forgiving people. Yeah, very good word. We have learned it, but very good word. And then here's a good word too, to make up. Nakanaori. Nakanaori. To make up. Frankie, I've learned to write 30 kanji. You can probably recognize 100. Nice. That's a really good foundation.
仲直り。
こちらこそ頼りにして。
So that goes for you too. I'll be counting on you. いいですね. Yeah, that's right, Alfalfa. You got it. Nakanaori, to make up. Let's add guarantee. We don't have it. Also, Nakanaori, we probably don't have. Let's add both. Did we have Anzen? Time to level up with the power of, well, a lot of stuff. Hosho. That's cool, Frankie. We try to do both here. Hosho, guarantee, good word. N3 word, nice. We like N3 words. We try to learn all the N3 words we find. We eat N3 words for breakfast. They are delicious. Tabemashou. Hosho, guarantee. And then Anzen. We don't have Anzen? We are slacking. I know we have some words for safe, probably, like, but not Anzen, maybe. Okay. Let's learn Anzen, too. And then Nakanaori, we must not have, right? I'm pretty sure we can't have that. Anzen, safety, good word. And forward. We need all the N4 words. If we eat N3 words for breakfast, I don't even know what we do with N4 words. N4 words you need to, like, just eat for a snack or something. We need to eat those like they're just like a Cheerio. I don't know what that means. I just mean they're delicious. Okay. And Cheerios are also very healthy. Yeah, Buji. I knew we had Buji. That's what I was kind of thinking of. Okay, so we have Hosho, guarantee, Anzen, safety, and then Nakanaori. Let's learn that too. Yeah, thank you, Alfalfa. We always need metaphor help here. Metaphors are very helpful for learning languages. Naka-na. Let's just see naka-na. Naka-naka, no nakanaori. Reconciliation, to make peace with, to make up. N2 word, wanikani level 11. Common word, we eat N2 words for dessert. Yosha. And we eat wanikani words for, I don't even know, make like a salad maybe? Nakanaori. Ii desu ne. Power level's gone up more today than I expected. 931. Not bad. I think our goal is getting more in sight. 1,000 by the new year. Can we do it? Dekimasu. Yosh. Ikimashou. But Nappa does need to say one thing.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
It's over 9:30! Okay. To be honest, I think I'm going via JLPT is kind of useless. Just doesn't make sense for me. Yeah, JLPT. Yeah, if it doesn't make sense, completely disregard everything we say. But JLPT was useful for me in the sense of kind of like aiming for something. I aimed for N2, passed it, aimed for N1, passed it. It's nice to have something to aim to. Just gives you the idea of different levels to aim for. But for the word thing we're saying, it's just kind of silly. But it gives you like a rough gauge. That's kind of helpful. Yatta ze! Tsuyoku natta. Yeah, true, Frankie. It's good making those connections. Nakama means like a comrade. And then nakanaori is to make up. Nice. So we did the first two scenes, and they're quite long. At the end of stream, I think it'd be fun to like just run around a little bit in the game, because we did it last time and just discuss Japanese a little bit. Probably not for very long this time, but chotto Yattemiru. Because we just went to a new place, let's go to that same place in this game. I should have saved last time. Did I not save last time? Because I think we actually got some skills and things last time. I should have saved. Zannen desu ne. Ooh, we got a present though. What was that present? Nani kore? Eh? Alright, so we can do skip travel. It's kind of fun just to run around in this game because it has some really cool areas. Let's go to find the area we just went to. Ah, AJ Spinner! Yokoso! Japanese quest to it. Welcome. Where were we? This archipelago must be somewhere around here. Where is this archipelago? I'm forgetting my geography of Xenoblade 2. Is this it? No. Chigaimasu. Chigaimasu. Eh? It's called like Left Theria or whatever, right? Yeah, this must be it. Ikimashou. Intensive word searching portion and wandering free discussion portion. Exactly. Wandering free discussion time. いいですね、このゲーム. So we already beat this game. So we're kind of running around at the end of the game, the end of the world, so we're fairly strong. Although last time we kept getting killed anyway. So this is where we are in the story currently in Chapter 5, going just through the cutscenes. So feel free this time, anyone watching, feel free to ask any questions about Japanese, any comments about ways you learn Japanese. Even if none of us find any value in it, maybe someday, months from now, someone on YouTube will watch this video, they'll see your comment, and maybe it will change everything for them. You never know, because everyone learns in a different way. Everyone has different things that work for them. So yeah, any questions, comments about Japanese, this is free discussion time. 一緒に日本語で英語で話しましょう。ここはいいですね。Does this kanji come up a lot? A lot? No. But does it come up? Yes, it does. If you read books and things, yeah, you'll see it. If you're reading about, say, farming or something, But yeah, you certainly see it sometimes, but I'd say it's on the rare side. But if you just look over it with the Rikaikun tool, ho by itself means like the ear of a plant, like an ear of corn, for example, and it says it's a common word, so it's fairly common, even by itself, pronounced ho. So if you take Rikaikun and Jisho, their indexing, it's probably in the top 25,000 words, so it's fairly common. So I have a quick question for anyone watching. What is your #1 resource for Japanese? If you could just say one resource in one line of chat, what is that resource? If you write it down, it might help someone. If you just had to pick only one. I know it's silly to say just one, but what is one resource? Yeah, that's kind of strange. So Padariku asked, it says... yeah, Bokujo. Bokujo. Yeah, it's a little different than the one you wrote, I think. Bokujo means like farm, and that's the word that we learned playing Stardew Valley and haven't changed it yet. So, Goku is still on the farm, leveling up. Ooh, Takara. Takara Bako. So Sakaru says RTK, so remembering the kanji for their #1 resource right now. Slakestorm says YouTube. Nice, a lot of good stuff on YouTube, because that's a good answer, because there's tons of different stuff. And then Jisho is a dictionary site. Anki, so Anki flashcard system, very good resource. A lot of good suggestions. #1 resource for Japanese, Alfalfa says, I actually learned the most from anime. Yeah, that could be a great resource too. Some people talk it down, but the fact is you can learn a lot from anime or any native Japanese material, whether it's anime, music, books, manga, websites, Wikipedia. I've read a lot of Wikipedia in Japanese. Read probably more in English. Yeah, any good source of content, for sure. The internet is simply amazing for learning a language and really good for Japanese because there's so much good stuff out there. I kind of have realized that I like running around and just discussing Japanese stuff, so I think sometime might try to like do a full stream just discussion and possibly discuss different questions like that one. That was kind of a test just to see if it was useful answers, and they were useful. I was thinking like it might be a useful YouTube video to source discussion on certain key questions like that. You could make kind of like a 10-minute or 15-minute discussion on this channel, just running around Breath of the Wild or something. I was thinking of calling it like hiking in Hyrule or something. Hiking around just talking Japanese. Unboxer says, maybe this is why I really liked your Breath of the Wild streams. Yeah, it could be. I was thinking actually we probably will play that and just discuss and find words in Breath of the Wild sometime soon. And maybe do some discussion sometimes. I think it could make a somewhat useful video for YouTube. Because I feel like all Japanese Quest videos on YouTube, they're way too long. They're all like 2 hours long. Chotto nagasugi. Nagai means long. Sugiru, it's like too much of something. So nagasugi, too long. Although in this place, I don't know where I'm going. I feel like it's more fun to run around Gormott. Because this place just like, it's a weird island. Shiroya says, I'm watching Japanese Let's Plays on YouTube. Kind of helpful for accent. Yeah, that sounds really good, actually. There's a lot of really good ones, too. Our channel is subscribed to some of them. If you find the Japanese Quest YouTube, who we are subscribed to, it's all useful Japanese learning channels. Like native speakers, generally. Let's Plays, etc. Oh, nice. Yeah, Unboxus, we're planning to go back. I was thinking... Ah! Padariku has summoned a dragon! Dragon ga kimashita ne! Suge! Let's get the dragon hype in the chat. We got a dragon. Summoned! You can imagine it arising from this Amazon forest, the power of Amazon Prime. Anyone else who has Amazon Prime, you can summon dragons for free. In my opinion, the best perk of Amazon Prime. Plus, no ads. Also a good perk. Plus, now you have that nice, the subscriber stamp. You've gained the powers of the Neko. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much for the dragon summon. But yeah, Unboxus. I'm thinking, to get our goal currently, by the end of the year, is to reach power level 1000. And I think a combination to get there is what we'll do. We'll continue playing this on Tuesday. Same schedule. But we'll also stream Breath of the Wild with a different format. I think I'll call it something like Link Word Hunter. And we'll just run around looking for words. Doing quests, looking for words. That will be the focus. Kind of a different kind of focus. Discussion as well, of course. But this game is fun to run around in, but as fun as it is, Breath of the Wild's much more fun to run around in. I don't know why, but that game is just amazing to run around in. Partly just the battle and the physics engine is just on another level. Learning language with Link, yeah, basically. Sa, kyou wa kokomade. I think we will leave it here today, but good resources everyone suggested. So I will say, ja, mata ne. But let's remember the resources. Anki, RTK, people mentioned YouTube, other resources. 6 months is amazing. I mean, it depends on what you really want to do. Obviously, the longer the better, but 6 months is a long amount of time. Is it worth it? It's completely worth it. It's completely worth it. I'm determined to get better, but I feel like I don't get too far too often. It's completely worth it. I mean, when I went my first time, it was only for 2 weeks, and even that was completely worth it. So, absolutely. And then you might gain a taste for it and want to go back again another time. So, completely. Any amount of time, I'm a proponent of. I think to really get a decent amount of time, 6 months or a year or 2 years, you want some significant amount of time. I think 6 months you can learn a lot if your focus is on Japanese. Especially if you take some kind of language course or you're self-studying in a serious way. In 2 weeks, no, I didn't learn a lot. But I had a homestay, and more than learning a lot, I gained a lot of experience. And because of those 2 weeks, it led later to 2 years. It was an amazing experience that led to going further down the path later, if that makes sense. Without those 2 weeks, I wouldn't be here right now. That's for sure. Because I didn't care about Japanese at all when I first went. At all. I just got an A on the test, forgot all the kanji. Didn't even care. I hated kanji. Thought they were a waste of my time. I didn't even want to take a language in college. But those 2 weeks flipped the switch for me. And I thought, I want to really learn this now. I want to go to the next level. And it kind of changed my perspective on everything. Language-wise. So I will say, じゃ、またね。今日は楽しかった。Everyone who joined today, everyone who summoned a new dragon for us, welcome. And ありがとう。今日は楽しかった。We will host someone today. We always host someone streaming in Japanese. Who shall we host today? That is the question. Perhaps let's host Mimichi. Awesome streamer. They're playing Fortnite. Awesome Japanese streamer. The reason I like hosting them, their Japanese is really good. They talk a lot, and they speak in a very natural way, and they're very easy to understand. So let's host Mimichi and say hello to them from Japanese Quest. じゃ、またね。今日は楽しかった。We will stream again, and probably more often since we're coming up on this goal. So we will see you next time. 今から放送します。じゃ、またね。